Hey everybody, what's up? I want to talk about reconciliation. Sorry, I can't speak. The reconciliation I had with my oldest daughter after she parted ways the first time. It was before she was 19. Actually, it's the second reconciliation. So she parted when she was 19, came back about 6 months later. I confronted her. She left and was gone for a few years, then returned. And so I thought everything was on the up and up. And all of a sudden, sorry, I'm also going to read my notes. But I'll be honest with you, she came back and it was like I was walking around on eggshells all the time. Because number one, I was afraid she was going to leave again and I didn't want to offend her. And, she is a part of the LGBTQ community, as I have friends that are gay, straight, lesbian, this and that. And so I'm all for whatever anyone chooses to do. So I'm fine with that. But even my friends who are gay, we don't sit and talk about just only LGBTQRST. So I always felt like I was walking around on eggshells. And our conversations were always about something to do within that community. And that's fine and dandy. But I finally said to her, I said, can we once in a while talk about something else? And of course she got offended and whatever. But I realized when I was dealing with that, she was very argumentative and frustrated. Frustrated. And she would start to use phobic terms, transphobic, homophobic, and this and that. And because anytime you disagreed with what she was saying or you had a differing opinion, she labeled me as being hate-filled. And in fact, I think I've mentioned this before, she had a friend, a female friend, who wanted to have her birthday party at a lesbian bar, and that friend's mom wasn't comfortable going to the bar. And my daughter said, well, she's homophobic. And I said, no, she's not. I said, people of a certain age are uncomfortable seeing people in intimate situations, whether it's straight people making out, gay people making out. Some people are just reserved, but they don't hate gay people. They just don't like seeing intimate acts of affection from one person to another because maybe they're just more reserved. But it doesn't mean anybody hates gay people. Some people like adult films, some people don't. It's just not their cup of tea. And so it was just always, anytime you disagreed, it ended up being you were filled with hate. And people like me, we're not filled with hate. There's just a level of comfort that we have, and that's just the way it is. So I just remember walking on eggshells all the time when she was around, wondering, gosh, if she makes a statement and I don't agree with her, I can't say anything because it'll end up being an argument. And so I remember she left again. She left the second time, disconnected, and it was tough. And I'll tell you, it took me a little while to get over it and get settled. And finally she was gone and I could exhale because if I had a conversation with someone and I didn't agree, I could finally say, well, I'm not saying it that same way without someone calling me hate-filled, homophobic, racist, etc. I tell you, it was tough. So sometimes you gotta watch what you wish for because they might come back, but then you might be a little turtle crawling into your shell because, gosh forbid, you disagree. Oh, there will be hell to pay. So anyways, that's all I wanted to say. I hope this helps someone else, but you should never be in a relationship in which you do not feel you can express yourself in a clear and concise manner without retaliation or without being called names. That's all I've got, and I will be back.